Today was a day of speaking the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help them God!
Kisses, I would like to warn you and tell you right now, this is a very emotional Snapchat Sundays. We went to court and we actually did it. Stay tuned.
You see that tail got extra fluffy? You know what that means? That means we won in court.
You guys, first of all, welcome to Snapchat Sundays. Second of all, excuse my appearance. I know that I look crazy. Third of all, you guys are not going to believe what happened. I feel like crying. I am so happy. I am so happy. I have never been so grateful in my life. For YouTube, for my viewers, I have never been this grateful. You guys, by the way, I'm at a place that it's all you can eat. I know I look like a mess. I know I do. I'm at a place that has all you can eat for $20, and it also includes the drink. I got a Pepsi. I got some amazing kimchi, and I'm cooking some beef here. You guys, today has been an amazing day. I can't start to explain the joy that I feel right now. I can't start to explain the emotion. I feel very overwhelmed. I just feel I'm a mess. I'm sorry guys, I'm like such a mess right now. I'm so emotional. I'm so happy. I have amazing beef here, a little bit of white rice. We're gonna take our time and talk today and just thank God for all of our many blessings. I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada. I just left the courtroom. I have the most amazing judge in the world. I have the most amazing judge in the world. I have absolutely no complaints with how everything turned out in court today. None at all. I'm just really happy. My hands are still shaking. My hands are still shaking. This is my first meal of the day. And God knows that all I want to do is just cry. I went to court representing myself. I went pro se. I don't have a lawyer. My lawyer quit. And I got to speak to the judge, presented my case, and I got everything moving along. I'm gonna see my baby again in 2 weeks. And finally, the judge gave me all of my supervised visits, pre-scheduled, time, date, everything, the weeks, everything. And he also had me go through I explained to him, you know, this is creating financial hardship. I still have to pay like all my bills and I have to live, you know. And I was like, I'm flying back and forth from Florida. I'm making this happen. I'm here. And he recommended the therapist turn in his report. As expected, YouTube was brought up. It was the main topic of conversation. So I'm just really happy. So the judge read through the therapist report, and as he was reading it, it was very emotional for me because everything in the report was truthful, and I was afraid that maybe something might have gone wrong. I don't know. The report was submitted on time. The judge did get it. Everything that my son expressed was happiness, he wants to be with me. He wants to be around me. Like, he was really happy. So the judge granted me all of my visits pre-scheduled. We have a total of 8 visits scheduled. We have another hearing in the summertime. And once we have that hearing and we come to court, then the judge can determine at that time with the findings of the new therapist. What happened is I can $180 an hour, which is what I was being charged. I was able to raise the funds on my YouTube channel with the help of my subscribers. I'm so grateful. You guys have no idea, because I wouldn't be able to do this by myself. And I was able to raise the funds, and I ended up paying well over $2,000 in total. And I was able to see my son for those few visits. I got a Skype call on those 3 visits, and I explained to the judge that it was extremely expensive for me to keep this going. But he said that the report was actually in my favor, and that my son showed that he wants to be with me and he loves me. So the judge granted me my next 8 visits through the actual court system, and my visits go from $180 to $20 an hour. So I pay $40 each day that I see him and $80 for the entire weekend. So I get to see my son every other weekend. I have to come back to Florida. Of course, I have to pick up all of the expenses with the flights and the rental cars and things like that, but I'm gonna try to find a way to make it work. I got my phone calls back. I get to call my son 3 times a week, except on the days that I have therapy with him, which is on Saturdays. And I'm just, it couldn't have turned out any better. I'm sorry, excuse my appearance. I'm just very happy right now. And it's a little overwhelming to know that you've worked so hard for something and it's finally playing out. I mean, I showed up to court without a lawyer. I showed up just like this. I got off the plane late last night, worked on the case all night, went to court this morning. I was there at 10 o'clock. The judge was more than fair. He was more than fair. They tried to hold me in contempt of court for, oh, she has to pay child support. And I explained to the judge, I was like, no one has given me information on where I'm supposed to send the payments. And of course, they became a little upset. They're like, what are you talking about? She came straight into my office. Like, his lawyer's like, she came straight into my office and, she served me. I didn't know I was supposed to make payments to the lawyer. I thought I was supposed to send payments to the dad. So I told the judge, I was like, I have every cent right here, including next month's payment, because I pay a month in advance. I have every cent here, which is $3,000. I have all the money from the FTI account. They try to pull all the stops. They try to get me arrested and hold me in contempt of court for not paying child support. They try to say that I had wasted the money that belongs to my son that I got from my quadro, my son's future money. They try to say that, basically they just try to make it look like I was just some volatile person. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. She's unstable and this and that, and I'm just like, they were continuously trying to bring up November 11th. Like, they were like, well, from the incident, but all of this has already been resolved. The judge was beyond fair. I asked him, please, this is extremely hard on me financially. I'm doing what I can. And I need all of this to be pre-scheduled so I can book flights and I can make this happen. I got all the dates. I'm gonna see my son an entire weekend, Saturdays and Sundays, 2 hours a day. I did agree to not post. I explained to the judge asked me, did you post anything? I said, yes, I did. I posted a Skype call where my son was being coached by the plaintiff's wife. You know, she was chanted to him that I'm a man, coaching the whole conversation. Just it was just really not a good thing. So yes, I did post that on YouTube. And he asked me why, and I told him, I was like, you know, I feel like I'm constantly having to defend my character. I feel like I have to constantly defend my brand. My brand has been destroyed in the past 2 years. I have an entire hate campaign. And I told him, I was like, all this is being driven by the plaintiff, my mother. They're all in cahoots with this whole thing. They're feeding information to other YouTubers, trying to make it into a situation. But this is very difficult, like, all the way around. And I looked at him then and I said, Your Honor, I'm only here for one reason, and that's for my son. That's all I'm here for, nothing else. And I got everything I wanted. He's like, well, you know, there's steps to take before you can just have unsupervised visits with him. And I was like, okay, what needs to be done? And I got all my dates. And come the summertime, he's like, if you want to take up for the summertime, unsupervised, most likely would have to be in Las Vegas, but I could probably take up all summer. And that's what I'm aiming for this summer, is to take up all summer. And I'm really happy about that. I feel like me and my subscribers have been fighting for so long. It's not just me, like there's so many people emotionally invested with my son and I, and I know that this is like the worst Snapchat Sundays, I get it, and I'm so sorry, but this has been an amazing day for me. I fly out tonight. I have a flight that's like, I think it leaves at like 9 or 10 o'clock at night. I won't get back to Florida till 6:30 in the morning. And it was all worth it. Every single part of it was worth it. The long flight, staying up all night. It was all worth it. This has to be one of the most gratifying days I've ever had. Other than seeing my son, obviously, and giving birth to him, but this has been a blessed day for me. I just feel like I've been planning this for so long, and finally I was able to sit in front of a reasonable person. Don't get me wrong, the judge is very strict, the judge is very firm, the judge does not play. I agreed to not post any photos of my son on YouTube or any like private conversations that me and my son may have and stuff like that. And I agreed to those terms. I don't know if anybody remembers my channel, but when I first started YouTube years ago, 6 years ago, my channel, it was to the point where people didn't even know I had a living son. My first son passed away. No one even knew I had a second living son until the incident happened in November. And my family started to talk about my son and my marriage and, you know, trying to discredit me, and told everybody that I used to be an adult entertainer, that I used to be, you know, a stripper, and I used to be a prostitute, and they just told everybody all my business. And ever since then, I've made a lot of life changes for myself, and I'm very proud of those life changes. Once you go from making that kind of money to just having, you know, regular income and working every day and doing what you have to do, it becomes a little bit more challenging. But the growth is worth it. The entire experience has been worth it, because I believe that at the end of the day, this is only going to make my son and I stronger as individual people. Excuse me. And at the end of it all, my son had his own emotional battles, I had my own emotional battles, and now we're going to be brought together again. I owe a big thank you to the therapist. I'm actually going to probably drive through his office and just thank him personally. I can't say this enough. for every single person that gave a donation. You guys don't understand. You have changed my life. You have changed my life. Because this could have been dragged on another year, another 2 years, and just a few months away. In just a few months, I'll most likely be able to have regular visitations with my son where I can just pick him up and be with him and be alone and just be a mom and son, and that's it. I'm so grateful. I can't stop saying thank you. I'm very emotional over this whole thing. And it's been a very challenging roller coaster to be on. This has been a hell of a ride. This has been a hell of a ride. On the other hand, this food is amazing. This is kimchi. That's good. I got a little bit more white rice. Give me a refill on the Pepsi. This is all you can eat Korean barbecue. I mean, it is an amazing experience being here. You get to cook all your meat. They have beef, chicken, pork, loins, you name it, they have it here. And they have all of the different sides. I'm gonna show you guys everything. Got a little bit more white rice. They even provide you with scissors so you can cut up your veggies for easier eating, which I wish I would have done before. And then I just out of curiosity, I picked up this baby shrimps. I'm sorry guys, I'm just so emotional. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. They're like tiny baby shrimps. See how little they are? You just eat them, right? The shell and everything? You eat the shell, right? I'm assuming. Because someone's gonna peel that little shell. I forgot what this one is. It's with kimchi, but squid. Squid. That's good. Let that cook down. Put some soy sauce over it, see what happens. I feel such a genuine sense of relief. I can't explain how amazing I feel right now. I'm so glad that I went pro se. I'm glad that I was able to go into court and just talk to the judge myself. I am thankful every day of my life that my lawyer quit. I don't know how long this would have gone on for had my lawyer not quit. I ain't gonna lie, I love my judge. You know when someone is just beyond fair but still stands their ground and you can't fuck with them? That's the judge right there. My judge is in charge of, I guess he's the head judge of all the other judges, so I feel very blessed. Let's get our cooking on. Like, you guys look. I got all of my paperwork here. The judge was like, your son wants to see her. Like, you know, it's, you know, like, you do know that, you know. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. Just thinking about it, because I was so nervous going into the courtroom. I was like, not in tears, but like emotional the whole time I'm there. And I'm looking at the judge like, please just help me. But please, like, I'm looking at him like, please just help me. Like, I'm just asking to have a normal relationship with my son. That's all I'm asking for, with zero interference from this man or anybody else. I'm asking you, please just help me. And that's the only look I could afford to have on my face, because that's the only thing I'm feeling. I'm like at a sense of desperation here. Like, I shouldn't have to fight this hard just to have a normal relationship with my son, especially when he's expressing. Oh, you guys, so the judge starts to read, because I'm not allowed to have a copy of the therapist report, because those are legal court documents. So the therapist sent it straight to the courthouse via email and fax. And the judge starts to read the report. Now, mind you, I know exactly how my son feels because I was there with him. But I don't know what the report says because I'm not allowed to look at it. And then the judge gave me a copy, gave the plaintiff a copy. I'm the defendant. And he starts reading it out loud, and we all followed. You know, and at first the report states a lot of stuff like, you know, the therapist was being harassed by other YouTubers, and it was uncomfortable and all this stuff. But the therapist did not quit. The goal was to get the therapist to quit or make him uncomfortable with the case. He did not quit. He stood his ground. And you know, we're moving along, and then it gets to the part where they actually speak of how my son feels. And I have to say one thing. The therapist, let's just say that exactly what my son was saying, verbatim, word for word, he put in that report. Everything. He told the truth about everything, good or bad. He talked about the harassing emails that he was getting. He talked about, you know, feeling uncomfortable and how he's never been under such pressure. Like, he talked about stuff like that. But when he spoke of, that was the opening argument, obviously. And then when he spoke of my son, I was just so relieved. I feel like finally someone spoke on my son's behalf, and someone actually helped. Like, they heard his cry for help. Like, my son was literally in tears crying. Had to be literally peeled away from me. And he's just not understanding why he can't just be with me. And all of that was in the report. As the judge was reading that, I broke down. Because all I could do is be reminded of how much pain my son is in. Like, he's really sad. Like, he's like, you can't break a bond when it's real love. You can't do it. No matter how you try, no matter how much time passes, real love is what it is. Real love. And the love that I have for my son and the love that he has for me is unparalleled. I honestly believe that this experience in both of our lives, because this is an experience for the both of us, is only going to make us much, much stronger as individual people. So I did agree to not post any more pictures of my son, which is actually such a sense of relief for me, to be honest with you guys. It is a sense of relief for me that I don't feel the pressure to have to prove, you know, even that my son is real. The haters went as far as saying that my son, that, you know, the pictures were fake and that my son wasn't real and there was no therapist. And it was just, you know, when someone tries to assassinate your character and you work so hard to try to just, you know, recover from a mistake you made years ago, and people just keep going and keep going and keep going, I finally feel a sense of relief, because there is no obligation for me to defend my character anymore. There's no obligation for me to, you know, prove that the relationship with my son was genuine. There's none of that. So the fact that the judge actually said, you know, it's to the best interest that, you know, you just keep the baby off YouTube. I was like, I completely agree with you, sir. I did not disagree. I did not deny anything. I admitted to all of my postings. I went to go get more kimchi, and I'm sorry if this video keeps coming in and out. It's just that I had to stop to blow my nose. I'm just having an emotional moment. It's like I have to celebrate my happiness by myself with my kisses, and hopefully you guys, you moms out there, can relate to my emotional status, because I probably seem completely lunabin right now. I'm so emotional. So it was actually a really large sense of relief for me that the judge was like, you know, do you understand that, you know, if anybody just, you just don't want to do that. And I was like, Your Honor, prior to this incident, no one even knew how to live in son. I never ever talked about my son on YouTube. My channel was not about lifestyle. My channel was not about my trials and tribulations and what I'm going through. My channel was about beauty, giveaways, fitness, taste tests. That's what my channel was about. My brand has literally been shred to pieces, and I'm working on reestablishing that now. And he said, well, what's your brand? I'm like, well, it used to be beauty and fitness and all this other stuff, but now it's just a lifestyle channel. I told him the truth, and he was like, okay. I feel so, I just want to hug everybody I see. That's how I feel. Love you, love you. I feel so fucking happy. Why am I crying? I don't know. I got my phone calls back. Oh, one thing that I asked the judge, I'm like, can I record the conversations? So he gave permission to the plaintiff to record the conversations. And I explained to the judge, I said, listen, I was like, Your Honor, the reason why I record my conversations is because I've been telling the truth for so long, no one wants to believe me. Why do you think I am recording the conversations? To show proof that these people are cutting the conversations off. They're not letting the conversation go past 3 minutes. They interfere with everything, which is why I document everything, which is why I record everything. So, they told the plaintiff that if they gave him permission to record it, and I told Your Honor, I was like, thank you. One of us has to have records of this. But when I explained to the judge, I'm like, the reason why they're not recording is because it would incriminate them. It would make them look crazy. I mean, the conversations are coached. They tell them when to hang up. None of these conversations are organic or natural, which is why they don't want me to have proof of them. So I was so thankful. I was so thankful to that judge. Oh my God, I was so thankful to that judge. I love that courtroom. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You know what it's like to have a set schedule, set amount of visits. There's no more guesswork. All the guesswork got removed today, and that's all I wanted. A set schedule. How long do I have to do this for? Let me know so I can finish these 8 classes. Come back. You get the report from the actual. This is. You know how lucky I am? Do you have any idea of how lucky I am? That the therapist that they're hiring is directly through the courthouse. It's amazing. It's amazing. I honestly want to I don't know if there's a way to rearrange something where I can meet everyone that's helped with this, with the donations and the sponsorship, or not sponsorship, but the donations. I don't know. I just feel like saying thank you just isn't enough. Because I don't think you understand what I'm feeling. It's just a matter of time now. I finally got somewhere where I'm starting to feel comfortable with this process. Finally. I feel great. Everything has been submitted. Everything has been done straightforward. And that judge finally put his foot down. That judge finally put his foot down. I was like, Your Honor, I need to leave here with a set schedule. This man is not cooperating. Please. I need to live with a set schedule. I can book my flights. When the judge said, when he said, she's doing everything she's supposed to be doing. She's here. She's gone through the reunification process. She's done this. She's done that. Yeah, thank you. She's done this. She's done that. It's almost like, what else do you expect her to do? You know, like at some point, it's like, at what point are you going to stop this? And 8 visits with my son, that's more than I could ask for. And the fact that we already have a hearing date already scheduled, there will be no room for error. No room for error. I'm so happy. I almost wish that you guys could like be inside my heart for 2 seconds. You wouldn't question anything. This has been a long uphill battle fight. And come June, it'll all be over. You guys, how crazy is it that I'm gonna be able to see my son on the Mother's Day weekend thing? What better gift than that? Everything just worked out so perfect. Everything just worked out so perfect. I know I sound like a broken record, but I just... Whew. Because we went from reunification classes to like just, I guess it's called mild supervision. They're actually gonna put you in a room with like, you know, other kids and other parents, and it's kind of like a little gathering, and you guys just do what you guys do. And I get to do that for 2 hours. And they explain to you is like, you know, if your kid starts playing with other kids, like, you know, just let them be. We do not interfere at all. We do not discipline your children. So we expect you to have them behave accordingly. And I have a great kid, so I'm not worried about that. But they were like, you know, if he starts to play with other kids, it's okay. Like, that's not gonna be points against you. Kids are kids. So I was like, okay. And when the judge said, yeah, these classes are only going to cost $20 an hour, I was like, there's a God. There is a God. So I went straight from the courthouse. I literally went straight from the courthouse, straight to the other courthouse. Filled out all the paperwork. I explained to the lady, I showed her my flight information. I said, excuse me, I was like, I'm supposed to be here for like an initial interview where you guys just review the policies with me. Is there any way you can squeeze me in today? I have a flight scheduled to leave tonight. I'm not from here. I showed her my driver's license. She called up immediately. Within 5 minutes, they had me in the back room. Full interview. I was out 20 minutes later. That was it. And then I was like, this is it? And they were like, yeah, you know. And I was like, I was like, are you serious? They were like, yeah, that's it. You don't pay anything today. When you do come in to see your son for the first time, you'll pay $20 an hour. You can pay that cash. And I was like, okay. I was like, I'll be here. I'll be here. So because I had already looked into housing here and everything like that, but there's no rush to move right this second because I'm only going to be able to see my son 2 hours I'm lying, I'm sorry. I'm going to be able to see my son 4 hours every other weekend, and it's going to be like 2 hours a day. Saturday 2 hours, Sunday 2 hours. And it's going to be like every other weekend, so there's no like immediate rush for me to leave to move here, if anything. And I'm just trying to like figure things out and see where everything leads and goes. You guys, thank you so much for joining me on a very emotional Snapchat Sundays. It's been a very long battle. It's been a very strenuous battle. And I'm glad that I had the courage to come fight for my son by myself. Because when I first walked in there, I was so scared. I was so scared. You know, you come in there without legal representation, they can run circles around you. But I stood my ground and I spoke the truth. And the truth prevailed. So kisses, thank you so much for everyone that has been supportive throughout this entire situation. I feel very blessed. And I am extremely grateful. And I'll definitely see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.